How's everybody doing? Good evening, good afternoon, good evening, right? Yeah, I think it's evening time, right? It's a good time. How's everyone doing? I hope everybody's having a wonderful evening. Um, Whoa, we have so much to talk about. Wow, the masks are coming off. It looks like everybody's taking the masks off, and that's a good thing. Hopefully, the economy is going to be rebounding as a result of it. How do you feel about this? How do you feel about taking off the mask? Do you feel comfortable? Are you ready to take off the mask? Did you ever wear a mask? Some people really want to keep wearing the mask. I think it's time for Moldavite. That's what I think. I think it's time for Moldavite. Moldavite, right? That's what I have here on my neck, right? These beautiful green, they look like glass, but they're not glass. They're actually a tektite, all right? They are part of, or the result of, a collision between a meteor and the planet Earth about 15 million years ago in Bavaria, and the Moldavite chunks were scattered all over the Moldau River, also known as the Vltava River, in Czechoslovakia. So these pieces have been given back and forth. You know, I should have taken care of this if I was going to take this off before I started filming. But Moldavite has been gifted back and forth between royalty and for a long time. For some reason, it doesn't want to come off my neck, so I think I got to roll with that. But I can show these two pieces to you that I have right here. And if you go to my Biomed RX TV channel, you'll see a couple of videos that I've done about Moldavite. Okay, so I'm not going to rehash here what you can see. Actually, I think one of them is here on this channel as well, on the Devin Lockett channel. But I think this is a good time to get yourself a piece of Moldavite if you don't have one, especially if you're having a little difficulty getting past going back to the world the way it ought to be, going back to the natural order of things, going back to not having to wear a mask all the time, going back to seeing people's faces and going back to having your faces shown. I think I've gotten into a nasty habit of saying things to myself, but saying them aloud simply because I was in a room full of people wearing masks, and it's kind of like who farted, right? Because you can't tell who said something sometimes. And I think we've all gotten comfortable with being a little bit more expressive with our facial expressions and not necessarily having poker face as much as we did before after wearing masks. So I think it's going to be interesting to see how human beings interact with each other with everything coming back to normal. But one of the things that happens as a result of acquainting yourself with a piece of Moldavite is that Moldavite has a very high vibrational energy, and it is from out of this world. And so it has a very strange connection to the space-time continuum. When you wear it, it tends to move you forward. It tends to help you advance yourself forward. It gives you good completion energy. That's a fact. And so, I mean, you know, for some of us who may have a little trouble, you know, I'm hyperhistaminic, so I'm getting a little welt here on my eye as a result of scratching. And it's especially when you have a lot of histamine in your system. I was handling my plants. As you can see, my garden is a little different behind me, and so whenever I handle plants, I don't know, sometimes I get a little itchy. But so yeah, it might be good for everybody if we started. You know, Moldavite is in scarce supply right now because the government of Czechoslovakia made it illegal to mine more than about 3 feet deep or maybe 9 feet, 3 meters. I'm not sure. But I know that there is a limit to how deeply you can mine for Moldavite, and therefore there is a scarcity. And of course, you know, it's the result of one thing happening. So obviously, if you can only get Moldavite from, you know, Moldavia, from the Moldau River, from the Vltava River, in that area, then it is going to eventually run out. So I do recommend that everyone get a piece of Moldavite. I have a 2, okay, and I'm going to start getting them for my kids now because my youngest is old enough. So it will help us move forward. It will help us move out of this stuck period and break off and shake off the inertia of 2020 and all of this crap. All right. Now, thinking about the economic rebound, I want you to keep your eyes and ears peeled because I'm going to start trying to bring things back into normal with regard to the Biometrics Health Center. I want to start getting back to Saturday's CBD workshop at 11 a.m. where you can come and learn about Biometrics CBD. As you can see, I have here on my shirt. You can come and learn about the good stuff, Biometrics CBD. And this is something that I've been doing for a long time. People really enjoy it. And there are free samples of Biometric CBD. And remember, I go all the way up to 10,000 milligram strength. So you get a sample of 10,000 milligram strength. You're going to sleep well. Even, you know, you're going to sleep well that night or that afternoon or whatever it is that you go to sleep. And so I'm just going to keep it real. Biometrics CBD pays the bills. So here you go.
Gold label quality Biomed RX CBD oil is made from organic hemp that is locally grown, glyphosate free, gluten free, non-GMO, homogenized, third-party tested, and CO2 extracted. Visit www.biomedrxcbd.com.
Yeah, that didn't hurt much, did it? So, yeah, I mean, on Sundays, we're going to go back to Holistic Health Sundays. I don't know how many of you out there remember that the Biometrics Health Center used to have a Holistic Health Sunday celebration going on with tents and food, you know, I can't say food trucks, food stands and canopies, and my own canopy was outside. We had free foot baths, and once again, I was doing demonstrations of biomagnetic pair therapy. Okay, so that's something that we're going to be doing on Saturdays after the demonstrations of biomagnetic pair therapy are going to be done on Saturdays after the CBD workshop, and on Sundays during Holistic Health Sundays. So it's going to be kind of active in the spring and the summer around the Biometrics Health Center. The Biometrics Health Center is located on the southeast corner of Mountain Avenue and Foothill Boulevard in the city of Upland, California, 91786. So if you're in Los Angeles, you just come east to Mountain and you turn left, effectively going north. And if you're in the Glendale area or anywhere north, you can take the 210, get off on Mountain and go south. And when you reach Foothill Boulevard and Mountain, the intersection, that's where we are, at the southeast corner. Okay? All right, Biomed RX Radio is returning to Salem Radio. I don't know if you guys remember, I used to be on AM 590 here in San Bernardino on Salem Radio. But I'm going to try to get on their Glendale channel. I have an open invitation to bring Biomed RX Radio, which is my holistic health, my high-tech holistic health radio show, back to Salem Radio, and I'm going to see if I can buy slots in the Glendale area. Their Glendale station reaches all of Los Angeles. I think it reaches all the way down to Long Beach. It's a pretty good coverage area, and I think it reaches up into the San Fernando Valley as well as covering Los Angeles, which is 7 million people in itself. So I'm not necessarily going to be advertising Holistic Health Sundays and the Biometrics Health Center, but I'm going to be advertising Biometrics CBD and Biometric supplements, right? Now, if anyone, now we're going to be podcasting on YouTube, and that's going to be shown on the Biometrics Radio, Biomed RX Radio YouTube channel. So you can go to that one and check it out. If you're interested in being featured or advertising, please send an email to info at biomedrx.com. That's biomedrx.com. In fact, use that email address, info at biomedrx.com, to contact me regarding anything that I'm mentioning here on this broadcast. The Caliano Romeo swimwear line. We've got a really cool new logo for Caliano Romeo, and you're going to see me wearing it on a black t-shirt like this pretty soon. The Caliano Romeo swimwear line is coming back, and we're going to be doing a show this summer. Okay, we're planning on doing a show this summer. We're trying to get a lot of things together in very rapid sense. We need models. We need bikini models who are in shape to be bikini models. Now, I know that that's kind of unfair. It's kind of an unfair request for me to make at a time like now, because everybody's coming out of the beer bug and kind of taking time off, and myself included. I've got a little bit more around the midsection than I'm comfortable with. But send pictures anyway, okay? And you can send those pictures to info at devinlockett.com. Send them straight to me. Info at devinlockett.com. And if you don't know how to spell my name, just look at the channel. As you can see, we do shoots. Oh, you can't see, huh? With Caliano Romeo, the modeling jobs are a lot of fun, and we do a lot of shoots on the beach and on location. So if you want to check out how much fun that is, check this out.
Biometrics Optimum Woman is the only woman's high-potency full-spectrum multiple vitamin supplement to contain 56 nutrients, including those most important for today's woman, such as calcium for bone health, iron for healthy red blood cells, beta-carotene, biotin for nail and hair health, gamma-linoleic acid from evening primrose oil, octasanol, grapeseed extract, a potent antioxidant important for maintaining capillary strength, and vegetarian digestive enzyme. Visit www.biomedrxsupplements.com.
Absolutely. So, where was I? Now, I am preparing for independent film projects. So, actors and crew members, you know who you are and you know I need you. Actors and crew members, please send resumes to info at devinlockett.com. I'm very serious, and I don't intend on gunning and running. I'm going to go back to LACC and take Joni Varner's class so I can get my damn film permits. But we are going to be shooting on location in the Los Angeles area. I think that's about it. I don't want to bore you with a lot of other details that are still in the blossoming stage or still in the brainstorming, barn raising stage, and I want to leave that for later on, for a later stage of development. I want to thank you guys for joining. I hope everybody does really consider getting themselves a piece of Moldavite. All right, I always talk about the brain training and the supplementation and everything else, but aligning your energy to the energy of Moldavite, okay? Moldavite is stronger, and anyone who deals with stones will tell you that, or maybe not. Could be arguably. Let's say arguably the strongest stone, even though it's not a stone, it's a tektite, right? It's a glass, but it is the strongest stone type object that you will become acquainted with, and it will change your life. It'll help you move forward. And maybe this energy is something that people need right now, because we're taking the masks off. Yes, we're taking the masks off. Thank God. So I hope everyone has a wonderful night. I have to retire, and I will talk to you guys later. All right. Peace.